Welcome to another inspiring episode of the Elite Expert Insider Podcast. Hosts Melanie Johnson and Jenn Foster are the owners of Elite Online Publishing. They're both Wall Street Journal, USA Today best-selling authors. We're really glad you're here because this podcast was designed for you. Meet industry experts that share their secrets and strategies. Get successful results for your business in money, relationships, health, and your life. Each episode is going to inspire you to take action towards reaching your greatness.
Hi, everyone. It's Melanie Johnson, one of the owners of Elite Online Publishing, where we guarantee you'll be a #1 bestseller. And I have my business partner, Jenn Foster, here. Hey, Jenn.
Hey, everyone. How's it going today?
We have a really great podcast. I'm super excited. SEO is always a mystery to people of getting traffic to your website, and business owners, sometimes you feel like you just can't move the needle. So I'm getting business other ways, but not from my website. How do you do that? And marketing in general. So we have Michael Buzinski with us today. He has built multi-million-dollar creative agency and has worked with over 750 enterprise level businesses, small businesses over the past 20 years. And he is an expert of how to blow up our business and use SEO.
Welcome, Michael. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got in this industry.
Oh my gosh. How long is this show? I think we don't have enough time for that story. The short of it, and my name is Michael Buzinski for one. I got into marketing, sales and marketing back when I was a teenager. So I've been doing this for over 30 years now. But I got into what I do today through a series of progressions in my business. I originally started my business 2005 as a recording studio. Worked for a year, brought in about $72,000, and I lived off of 22,000 of that. So I realized that surviving off of starving musicians was a bad business plan. So it became a production house that then grew into a creative agency, which is just basically production house and an ad agency put together. Okay. I grew that multi-million-dollar creative agency, but I was absolutely, there's so many things I could say about that, but I wasn't happy. I owned a job. I wasn't even paying myself 6 figures, and my company was bringing in almost 2.5 million. That's not right. You should never have a CEO that's doing that, right? I broke it all apart in the end of 2018 and started what is now called Buzzworthy Integrated Marketing. And we do integrated marketing for service-based businesses. That's specifically who we work with. And through that, we actually grew through the pandemic. And along with that, I've decided I need to help people who couldn't afford what my services cost. And that's where the rule of 26 came in. And through all of that, when you guys were talking about SEO back in like 2011, 2012. So in 2011, I had created this methodology called digital engagement optimization, which is basically SEO on steroids, because we don't just get the traffic, we got to get that traffic to convert. And so DEO became a thing. And so throughout the years, those two pieces have been really built up all of the case studies that we've ever had, from basically doubling people's revenue from their website. And people think about website revenue for service-based businesses, and they're like, if you're not getting revenue from your website, like clients are not calling you through your website, contacting you through your website, collecting emails, whatever that looks like, you're losing. You are not you will never be able to scale your business until you digitize the lead generation process. And so that's where the rule 26 came in, adding on the fact that most service-based businesses don't pay themselves well enough, or they don't optimize the value they can bring to their clients. And so that's where the rule 26 comes in. We utilize it day to day with ours. So SEO and DEO for us is crucial, because it is something that brings in people looking for your specific service.
So tell us just real quick, like the quick summary, what the rule of 26 is defined. What's the definition of rule of 26?
The rule of 26 says that if you increase your average revenue per client by 26%, your conversion rate of your website traffic by 26%, and your website traffic by 26%, you will get a compounded output of 100% more revenue coming from your website.
Wow. Those are impressive numbers, Michael.
It's leverage. You're leveraging math. It's a math-driven marketing strategy, which not a lot of people utilize.
All right. So let's go through. You have unique traffic increasing that conversion rate. I don't want to overwhelm. Let's start with getting the traffic to your website, and then we'll go into conversion rates.
Actually, can we go the other way around and go with the average revenue per client?
Okay.
The biggest thing and this ties into your SEO question. When we look at average revenue per client, we're looking at how much value we are able to provide each of those people we're attracting, right? So a lot of times in marketing, we're attracting the wrong people. So increasing the average revenue per client can come down to something as simple as only talking to the people who are the most profitable for your business, your perfect client, right? And if you don't know what that is, we need to find that out, because not all money is good money, is what I tell people. And not all clients are great clients for you. Just because they spend a lot of money with you doesn't mean they're good for your company. Right? I have fired clients that have brought $100,000 a year in revenue just because they were toxic. They were not good for my company. The money is not worth it. Believe me, I've been there. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
And so you have to take a look at both the money that somebody is paying you for your services and the way that they interact with you. Are you excited when they call? Do you get a smile on your face when you see an email from them? Are you excited about the next meeting you have with those clients? Those clients that pay you the most are your best clients. Now you need to identify what makes them a great client, and what type of person are they? What type of business are they? Whatever that looks like. Get that avatar, is what a lot of people call it. We call it a persona. You create that persona. Now you can take that persona and apply it to your website. And that's where the conversion rate optimization comes in. Now we need to talk specifically to them, their problems, solutions that you provide for them, and projecting the outcomes of those, where those solutions take you. Only then do we go and try to put traffic to it. And the traffic you want to pull to it are the people who are going to gravitate to the message that you created from the research you did on your most profitable clients.
Oh, I like that. And I think it's really important what you said, to get real with yourself and make sure that you know who those ideal clients are. Because if you're dreading picking up the phone or answering an email from them, they're not your client and you need to fire them. And that's a hard thing to do, but because it's all saying goodbye to the money, it's not worth it. Like you said, that it's not worth it to be working with them and having that toxicity in your company.
Times do you, like this for the listeners, have you ever not opened up your email because of one of your clients might have emailed you bad news? So let that sink in. You are avoiding your inbox, which is basically the portal. Maybe it's your CRM. I don't care. However you communicate. For one person, you're ignoring everything in your business. What is that doing to your business? What's that doing to your staff? If you don't like them, what do you think your staff?
And it's so true that it shifts your mindset and your energy when that happens. And then even we've had people who come through our door through our website that they want us, do you sponsor us? Where people pay us to publish their books and give the service that we do, a concierge service. And they're like, do you donate? Do you do? And we're like, no, how does that?
Didn't say .org on the end of that one, buddy.
Exactly. So we've been thinking about doing that too. All right. So what's the next step after we do what you just talked about?
So now we're talking about traffic. And so SEO is all about traffic. Okay. And we did some research on our best clients, right? And if you talk to your best clients and you understand the conversations you've had and you've documented the conversations you've had with your best clients, you know what kind of questions they ask all the time. So if you do a little research on those questions that they ask all the time and find out that there's some volume behind those, like that means that a lot of people ask that same question, then your content needs to be wrapped around that. Ask that exact same question. A shortcut is to make a video on that, optimizing the title as the question that everybody's asking. And if you don't know, go ahead and just put something put something that's related to that topic or maybe their question. Okay. And into Google. Down in and around the top there, you're going to see people also ask. All of those questions are verbatim what other people ask related to the question you put in. Now, you're going to put this video on YouTube. and you're going to use that title. Okay. And you're going to link it back to your website so that if anybody wants more information, they click on that website. Now I have a backlink from the second largest search engine in the world. Okay. And you've optimized it for SEO. So you might actually show up on Google as well. There are literally thousands of questions that Google wants a video for that don't exist. We can literally show people 100 questions to ask on their website in frequently asked questions, videos, the whole 9 yards. It's a service that we provide. And basically it gives you your content plan like that for an entire year, up to 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
You
And
think every week.
you just gave me like an aha moment that you could do the same thing to write your book. Right?
Easily.
So you put those two together, marry those two together. You create the videos and just transcribe those, have them edited, and then make a book. So then you have a book with the content. You have the videos that support it on the other side. It would be huge. That's a great way to double.
Oh, you could. So I would structure that into the top 10 questions or the top 20 questions asked by X, right? And so if you are a pain therapist, right? Top 10. And you could talk it about as the myths, any way that you want to put it to where it makes it interesting, right? The top 20 myths. But the question is the myth, right? So is back pain connected to my diet? That's one of the keywords or the keyword terms. Then you can talk about that. And it doesn't have to be a long book because you don't have to have every one of those be very long. 300 words on page, and you make that a page of your website is the minimum, right? So between 300 and 1,500 words. So they don't have to be very long. So if you did 20 of those at 320, you do the math on that, that's about 100, maybe 110 pages, 20 questions.
Yeah.
A short book.
Yeah.
Ideal reader, short books.
Short book. Don't believe me. Mine's 115 pages.
That's awesome. So I love this process you're talking about because it's really starting with the people and then building the website for that person and then optimizing the website so that person can get the most value and get their questions answered right away so they can make that decision. So walk us through the next step of the conversion.
So the conversion happened when you built the website. See, people forget is that how you build the website dictates who connects with it.
Right. Is there a buy button on your website?
That right there's the end. Get them to want to look for a buy button first. So many people are worried about what color is it and what image what does your headline say? So he said pain management. We'll just use that one as theirs. Are you tired of being in pain? If I'm the perfect client and I'm always in pain and I'm offering a service, I'm looking at a service as pain management. Yes. Oh, I got my first yes out of this person. I didn't even tell them anything. All I did was show them that I identify with who they are and the pain they have. They are tired of being in pain. Oh, I'm tired of being in pain. I want to know more. Okay. Did you know you don't have to live in pain? What? How do I not live in pain? Okay. I'm getting deeper and I'm simplifying this, guys, but that you get what I'm saying. Like you're getting into the psyche of the person that is going to say yes, regardless of what the price is at the end, right? Because you never want to be a price sensitive magnet. Because I'll tell you this right now, if you're a service-based business, the people who will pay you what you're worth are the only people you need to do business with. You spend just as much energy on people who are going to nickel and dime you and actually more time than the ones who will take your advice, follow the directions of what it takes to get them to where they want to be, their problem, whatever that looks, and they pay you on time, they pay you in full, and they refer their friends.
Yeah.
Okay. So price is never an issue. The solution is the issue. And so if your website doesn't talk about the solution, find out what your most important problem you solve, the one problem. Don't be everything to everybody. The one problem, the most profitable problem for you and your clients. Being without pain is a profit center for somebody who is always in pain, okay? So they're investing in themselves by paying you to get them out of pain. If you think about it that way, and you look at your relationship through that in that transaction, The relationship becomes everything. The transaction becomes secondary. It's automatic. You don't have to worry about what color the buy button is because the copy that was on that page told them they're in the right place and you're the right person to talk to.
All right, I have a question for you. It's a future question.
Okay.
Do you think, I came from television, right? I used to own TV stations and I felt like TV
Oh, I've been
stations
there. Yeah.
were going to be dying, right? Going to be dinosaurs,
Nah.
and which they pretty much are.
They're
Yeah.
not dinosaurs yet.
They're pretty close. YouTube just signed on the NFL. So I think that was like a nail in their coffin.
No. TV just has gone from the antenna to a cable to a stream. TV's not going anywhere. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, streaming meaning you can get it on demand anytime you want. The over-the-air live is dying. I agree with that. I do agree with that 100%. So do you think websites are dying? Because I have a 22-year-old entrepreneurial son who started 3 different businesses, 3 of which are really successful. And when I tell him about a website, Mom, websites are old school. We don't need a website. I'm like, seriously? He goes,
What's he selling?
They just go to our Instagram.
Yeah. What is he selling?
He sells digital media services. And I would say one is Clipper that makes videos short form and they upload them for him. They do automatic clips for them that's automated. He does influencer management and does their chat, owns Instagram, different Instagram pages that he sells advertising on.
Okay, cool. So he's selling on the platform that he's selling.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
So that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, who makes what optometrist do you use? You don't have to give me the name.
Yeah.
Just think of that.
Right.
Did you find them on Instagram?
No.
Okay. How'd you find them?
I think he was a referral from a friend.
Okay.
And then I went and checked out his website and his reviews.
Exactly. Okay.
But I'm a lot older than my son.
Your son is, how old is your son now?
22.
22. Okay. Remember when you were 22, what kind of radio did you listen to?
Yeah. FM radio.
FM radio. What do you listen to now?
Yeah. I listen to streaming.
Streaming, podcasts, AM radio.
Yeah.
That's as we get older, our tastes change. How we consume media changes. Websites are what the search engines are. If websites were dead, then the search engines would be dying too.
Gotcha.
Because the search engines point at websites, not Instagram profiles. It is a multi-trillion dollars, I'm sure, worldwide industry, just search engines. So as long as search engines are alive and well and people are utilizing them, websites are inevitable and you must have one, especially if you're a B2B.
Do you think they will point to Instagrams and TikToks?
No, why? Why would Google give you, the whole point is to keep
Google.
your user on your platform.
Yeah.
Okay? So now, when you look somebody up, so if I looked up Melanie Johnson, okay, and probably need to get a little bit more because that's probably a common name, but I'm going to see, if I find you, I'm going to see images of you. I'm going to do all this. Your Facebook's going to come up. Your LinkedIn's going to come up. LinkedIn is the best of them for B2B,
True.
right?
Yeah.
But Instagram, no, because it's pictures, right? You can't have a link in the post, right? You only get one link in your whole profile, and that profile is hidden amongst that whole platform, right? So I don't think so. Me personally, I think that the websites are alive and well. I think that the Web 2.0 and Web 3.0 are going to push websites even further into it. Don't think that business B2B is going anywhere. I look at my traffic on my websites, 80% desktop. Has been for as long as I can remember.
So I think definitely your industry that you're in defines the majority of businesses, I think, need websites, and they need to look at the 2.0 and 3.0 because their website is probably old and they need a new one and it needs to be optimized.
If you've had a website for 5 years and it hasn't been touched in 5 years, you have to take a look at it.
Yes, 5 years or older, definitely. Michael, tell us about your podcast and are these the type of conversations you have on your podcast?
100%. We talk about money. We talk about mindset. We talk about marketing, different types of marketing. Just did an interview on publishing books and should you have a book as a business owner? Literally,
awesome.
Is that a thing? I should have you guys on and talk about, is being a bestseller worth it? Because that's a conversation that should be had, because people get sucked into different things all the time. Oh, you need a podcast, you need a book, you need this, you need that. It's like everywhere. And it's no, what do you need? What do you need right now. One of my clients wants a book. I was like, okay, we'll start writing a book. I can't write. Okay, that means we need to interview. Oh, who am I going to interview? How about clients? Yeah, okay, I get it. Okay, okay, go do that. But if they don't have the mindset of doing it and saying, okay, I'm going to take these interviews and we're going to make them into this. If you don't do it, you don't do it. So in our show, we talk about all of the things that you can talk about, but we do it in very short forms, 15, 20 minutes. Sometimes I just do monologues where I just rant on something that I don't want people doing because I know it creates entrepreneurial poverty. And a whole point of our show is to eradicate entrepreneurial poverty. Make sure that the effort you're putting into your business is paying you dividends, not just monetarily, emotionally, your mission, your vision of your life. All of those things have to be intact for you to be truly successful, truly independently wealthy when you firing on all of those cylinders.
That's awesome. Michael, this has been a tremendous help. People should be watching this more than once to get all those tips, and definitely get your book, Rule of 26. Tell people where they can find you.
You can find me for the book. You can go to ruleof26.com. My marketing firm is Buzzworthy Integrated Marketing. You can find that at buzzworthy.biz. And always connect with me on LinkedIn, Michael Buzinski, Buzinski.
Awesome. Thanks, Michael. We'll put that in the show notes and people can go and follow you there.
Thank you, ladies.
Yeah, thanks for being on. And remember, if you are looking to write a book or thinking about writing a book, contact us at Elite Online Publishing. We can help you from idea all the way to becoming a #1 bestseller guaranteed. Just hit the author submission button, and we'll see you next time. Have a fantastic week.
Bye.
Hey, are you looking to increase your revenue, build credibility, and elevate your brand? This podcast is brought to you by Elite Online Publishing, an innovative publishing and full spectrum marketing company. They will publish and market your book to make it a #1 bestseller. Becoming an author is the best way to market your business. So contact them at eliteonlinepublishing.com today. All of their authors become #1 bestsellers.